Welcome, fellow explorers of the cosmos and inhabitants of Earth. We stand at a pivotal moment in human history, a time when the very future of our civilization hinges on the choices we make today. In this series, we embark on a journey, a deep dive into the global catastrophic risks that could reshape our world as we know it. From climate change to artificial intelligence, these risks demand our attention and action. These aren't mere hypotheticals, they are real and present dangers, demanding our understanding and engagement. Over the next episodes, we'll explore these threats in detail, examining their potential impacts, the scientific evidence behind them, and most importantly, what we can do to mitigate them. Welcome to our deep dive into the global catastrophic risks that could reshape our world as we know it. From climate change to artificial intelligence, these risks demand our attention and action. Our journey begins with perhaps the most pressing challenge of our time, climate change. The evidence is undeniable. Our planet is warming at an alarming rate, driven by human activities that release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This isn't just about hotter summers, though. We're talking about a cascade of effects that threaten the delicate balance of our planet. Rising sea levels, fueled by melting glaciers and thermal expansion, pose an existential threat to coastal cities, displacing millions and redrawing the map as we know it. Weather patterns are growing more extreme, with more intense hurricanes, droughts and floods impacting agriculture, infrastructure and human lives. The competition for dwindling resources like fresh water and arable land could lead to political instability, mass migrations and even conflict. The science is clear: climate change is not a distant threat. It's happening now, and its impacts will only intensify if we fail to act. COVID-19 served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our interconnected world to infectious diseases. But the next pandemic could be even more contagious, more lethal and more disruptive than anything we've seen before. Imagine a world grappling with a virus as contagious as measles, as deadly as Ebola, and resistant to existing treatments. The increasing interconnectedness of our world, while beneficial in many ways, also provides a fertile breeding ground for the rapid spread of pathogens. Add to that factors like antibiotic resistance, the erosion of public health infrastructure, and the potential for accidental or intentional release of deadly pathogens, and the picture becomes even more concerning. But the story doesn't end there. We possess the knowledge and tools to prevent future pandemics. Strengthening global health surveillance systems, investing in research and development of new vaccines and antivirals, and promoting international cooperation are critical steps in mitigating this risk. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki stand as a chilling testament to the devastating power of nuclear weapons. Yet, decades later, we still live under the shadow of these weapons, with thousands of warheads remaining on high alert, ready to launch within minutes. The risk of accidental launch miscalculation or escalation of tensions between nuclear-armed states is a constant threat to human civilization, and the consequences of a nuclear detonation are horrifying to contemplate. The immediate blast would incinerate everything within a wide radius, followed by devastating firestorms and radioactive fallout that could contaminate vast areas, poisoning the air, water, and soil for generations to come. But the horror doesn't end there. The detonation of even a small number of nuclear weapons could trigger a nuclear winter, a global climatic catastrophe caused by the massive injection of soot and smoke into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight, causing widespread crop failures, and leading to mass starvation. The abolition of nuclear weapons may seem like an impossible dream, but it is a dream we must strive for if we are to ensure the survival of our species. Chapter 4. The Invisible Enemy. Confronting the threat of bioterrorism. While naturally occurring pandemics pose a significant threat, the deliberate use of biological weapons adds a chilling dimension to the equation. Imagine a world where terrorists or rogue states could unleash deadly pathogens, engineered to be more contagious, more lethal or resistant to existing treatments. The anthrax attacks of 2001 provided a stark reminder of the potential for bioterrorism to sow fear and disruption. But the true potential consequences of a large-scale bioterrorist attack are far more terrifying. We're talking about the potential for mass casualties, societal collapse, and global panic. Strengthening biosecurity measures, improving disease surveillance, and developing rapid response capabilities are crucial to counteracting this threat. But perhaps even more important is addressing the root causes of terrorism, fostering international cooperation, and promoting a culture of peace. Chapter 5. The AI Dilemma. Navigating the promises and perils of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize our world, from curing diseases to solving climate change. But like any powerful technology, it comes with inherent risks. One concern is the development of autonomous weapons systems capable of selecting and engaging targets without human intervention. Imagine a world where swarms of killer robots roam battlefields making life or death decisions without human oversight or compassion. This isn't science fiction, it's a very real possibility if we fail to establish ethical guidelines and international regulations for the development and use of AI. Beyond the battlefield, AI poses other risks, from massive job displacement due to automation to the potential for algorithmic bias to exacerbate existing inequalities. The key is to ensure that the development and deployment of AI are aligned with human values and driven by a desire to benefit all of humanity. Chapter 6. Small Wonders, Big Risks, the Unintended Consequences of Nanotechnology. Nanotechnology, the manipulation of matter at the atomic and molecular level, holds immense promise for fields like medicine, manufacturing, and energy. But like any powerful technology, it also carries potential risks that we must carefully consider. One concern is the potential for self-replicating nanobots, microscopic machines capable of building more of themselves to escape into the environment and consume resources uncontrollably, a scenario known as grey goo. While this might sound like science fiction, the potential for unintended consequences of nanotechnology is very real. Another concern is the potential for nanomaterials to have unforeseen and potentially harmful effects on human health and the environment. We need to proceed with caution, investing in research to understand and mitigate the potential risks of nanotechnology while harnessing its power for good. Chapter 7. Cosmic Threats. Bracing for existential risks from the universe. Our journey through global catastrophic risks wouldn't be complete without looking beyond our planet to the vastness of space. While Earth has been our cradle, it's not immune to the cosmic events that have shaped the universe for billions of years. Asteroid impacts, like the one that wiped out the dinosaurs, are a constant threat, and even a relatively small asteroid could cause widespread devastation. Gamma-ray bursts, the most powerful explosions in the universe, could bathe our planet in deadly radiation, stripping away our ozone layer and leaving us vulnerable to the sun's deadly rays. And then there are the unknown unknowns, the threats we haven't even imagined yet. But just because we haven't imagined them doesn't mean they aren't out there. Investing in space exploration, developing early warning systems, and even considering the possibility of planetary defense are not the stuff of science fiction, but essential steps in ensuring the long-term survival of humanity. Outro, our future in our hands. As we've seen, the challenges we face are daunting, but they are not insurmountable. Understanding these risks is the first step towards preparedness. By investing in research, fostering international cooperation, and developing robust risk mitigation strategies, we can safeguard our future. These are not just challenges for scientists, policymakers, or billionaires with their eyes on Mars. They are challenges for all of us. Stay informed, stay engaged, and demand action from your leaders. This isn't about living in fear. It's about embracing the power of knowledge and the responsibility that comes with it. Stay informed, stay prepared, and let's work together to build a resilient world. The future of humanity depends on it.